Today, in this video, we will tell you about our visit to Barcelona Cathedral. We are now in the square in front of the cathedral. Street market is held in this square. The noises that can be heard right now are from the performance of street acrobats. We got a tour of the cathedral by chance. We were just walking around the city and saw that there was a sign in front of the cathedral saying that the cathedral was open and that the QR code was given to buy tickets online. Tour started every 50 minutes. There were 10 minutes left before the next start and we doubted that we would have time to buy tickets. We didn't want to wait for the next tour, but we decided to try to buy tickets in time. We managed to buy tickets very quickly and we were able to go on the next tour. Therefore, we recommend buying the tickets online in front of the entrance to the cathedral. The process is very quick and easy. We also recommend, without a doubt, to visit the cathedral in Barcelona.
The cathedral is called Cathedral of the Holy Cross and Saint Eulalia. It is this church that is the cathedral and not the Sagrada Family church, as many people think. In 1519, the convocation of the knights took place and the backs of these chairs were decorated with gilded coats and arms of the knights of the Order of the Golden Fleece. The collection of the Cathedral of Barcelona contains several works of art of world importance, among them several paintings of the 15th century. The cathedral itself is admirable for its architecture. It seems that it is impossible to stop looking at the architectural elements, forms. From each new angle they attract the eye and amaze with their majesty and grace. Inside, the cathedral is fully consistent with the canons of medieval austerity, majesty and simplicity. The stained glass windows are made in 15th century. In every church we visit, we look at the pipe organs. The pipe organ of the Barcelona Cathedral is the pride of the cathedral. It delights both in size and beauty. The pipe organ began to be built in the 60th century and the last reconstruction was completed in 1994, and now pipe organ concerts are held monthly. In this room, below under the main altar, is the sarcophagus of Saint Eulalia. Next to the entrance to this hall, there is an automatic machine where you can drop a 50-cent coin and then the sarcophagus is illuminated by lamps and you can see it better. Unfortunately, we did not know about it. From the cathedral you can take the elevator to the roof of the cathedral. Don't hesitate, it must be done, because from the roof of the cathedral there are beautiful view of Barcelona. Of course, filming a video is a bit difficult because all the visitors are filming view of the city and also filming each other against the background of cityscapes. But everyone understood each other and tried not to interfere with each other. It was positive and pleasant. If we understood correctly, on this tower there is a bell that weighs 3 tons and is named after Saint Eulalia. And This tower has 10 smaller bells. They, like the bell of St. Eulalia, are named after women. To remove rainwater from the roof of the cathedral, drainage systems in the form of gargoyle figures were created. The gargoyles themselves were created by Saint Michael the Archangel to fight demons. Now these creatures perform two functions: the protection of the cathedral, or even the whole of Barcelona from demons, and the removal of rainwater from the roof of the cathedral.
From the main hall of the cathedral, you can enter the courtyard of the cathedral, the cloister, where 13 white geese live. The number of geese is equal to the years of the life of Saint Eulalia. Saint Eulalia is a girl who was killed by the Roman pagans, for her fidelity is the Christian faith, and the cathedral itself is named after her. We didn't know that we could go to the cloister, so after visiting the roof of the cathedral, we went out of the cathedral and went for a walk around the city. But we ended up in the cloister in the evening. In this probably you can see some kind of mystical sign. We by coincidence passed by the cathedral when it was open for visits. We also happened to be passing by the cloister right at the times it was opening, and we were able to visit it. If we had walked down another street, we would not have been able to visit the cloister. From 5:15 in the evening, entrance to the cloister is free.
We forgot to say at the beginning that the ticket to see the cathedral cost 9 euros. For 9 euros, one could see the cathedral itself, visit the roof of the cathedral, and then go to the cloister. But we went to the cloister in the evening when there was free admission. There are many art objects in the courtyard. The courtyard is decorated with palm trees and magnolias. It is the spring of Saint George and the sculpture of Saint George. And Saint George is the patron saint of Barcelona. There are several old chapels in the cloister. The oldest is the chapel adjacent to the buildings of the cathedral. It dates presumably from the 14th century. The cathedral is without a doubt a cultural and historical phenomenon, and it is recommended to visit if you happen to be in Barcelona. We were inspired after visiting the cathedral, its historical significance and the beauty of architecture. We are finishing our tour of the cathedral now, and at the end of the video we will give some facts about the cathedral. It is this cathedral that is the residence of the Archbishop of Barcelona and the main cathedral of Barcelona. The construction of the cathedral took a long time. Construction began in the 13th century and was ended only in the 19th century. In the 19th century, the cathedral was completed according to the sketches of the 15th century, and the central spire of the cathedral was built only in 1913. But it is known that already in the 4th century, on the site of the cathedral, there was a church of the great importance, and 200 years later this church was already so important that it became a cathedral. This old cathedral was destroyed during the war, but the cathedral was decided to revive, and the construction of the new cathedral began the Catalan Count Ramon Berenger I. Our story about visiting the Cathedral of Barcelona ends. We thank you for watching and wish you all the best.